Well, struggled to get me a good motor, and I had to take one off another engine actually. As you can see, this is the fat man, and the magnets gives us more power, which is good and bad. See, the cam is turning, but you also see the housing is lumpy, right? And part of that, I think, is the shaft. And you can see all the gear is on the inside of the teeth there, the grease, I mean. And I think that means that my cam is too close to the teeth. The gear is too thin and the cam is too fat, sort of. So I need to move the gears out further, and I might need to move the cam out. I did remachine. I actually manually stuck it in there and turned the thing on, but I didn't do the CNC, but I did use it. And you can see the clean that edge back further, so there is some room. I might have to clean it back even further. If that's the case, I will use the CNC to do that. But it looks like I need to make the gear thicker or add a spacer behind the gear. That might do it. I have just the flange of the ball bearing on the back side of that gear, and that pushes it out a little bit, but I might need to push it out just a mil or maybe half a mil, I don't know, meaning millimeter, but it's getting close to this thickness over here, which is a little thicker than it's supposed to be. So there's all this consternation. You can see there's a nice smooth edge. That's where it's supposed to be. Then you see that rough edge, and that's where I just sort of stopped. I didn't want to go any further. It was really loud and everything, so I may have to machine that back using the mill in manual mode, just jogging the part through, which would work, and also reprint the gear, or space it out. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to space it out. This motor has the most torque of any of the motors that I have. It revs a little slower because it requires a lot more amperage to overpower the magnets, but it does have more power, more torque. Vibration is pretty constant. It's just staying up there, but the ball bearing and the gear and all of that is working real well. Oh, look at that. Three volts. It'll turn on 3 volts. But you hear the rump. So there's an out of round or something's rubbing, and I think it's the cams, because you're getting 2 of those rumps on one rev, and that's when the cam comes over to the gear. The cam comes over to the worm. I think that's what it is. Okay. Now I could file it, but I think if I just space it out, and it looks like I could space it out a tiniest bit. I'm going to go ahead and space it out and think about what else I need to do. Cleaning out that side manually. Okay, let me do that and see if I can't get that done before too long. It's only 4, so we have a little bit of time left. Okay, later.